Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Rough Week Podcast. Rough week made it.
Rough week on the track.
Rough week did it.
Damn, son.
Damn, son.
Where'd you find that?
Guys, shout out to the Weeklings.
Shout out to the Emmer effing Weeklings.
Shout out to the Emmer effing Supreme Gentlemen, the baby mutters.
The baby
The
mother.
brothers and the baby mutters.
And all the Weeklings on the island.
All the Weeklings upon the island.
The big island.
Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/roughweek. 2 bonus episodes a week. Know you boys been loving those. Ask a friend. Ask a fellow weekling what we're giving them. We're giving you top-notch content.
It's the best bang for your buck out there.
I kind of think that, dude.
I low-key think that too.
2 episodes a week.
2 episodes of goddamn
Who's doing it like us? 2 episodes a friggin' week,
a
dude.
friggin' week, seriously.
2 episodes a friggin' week.
For real, seriously. How you been, dude? You been good?
I've been good, yeah. I went to Houston.
Houston's
did
great.
those shows. Dude, that neighborhood Montrose rules.
So cute.
I've had a revelation.
What?
I love. I never thought I'd say it. I like hipstery neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah.
I'm into hipstery neighborhoods.
A good one. Sometimes there's bad ones.
There's bad ones.
A hipstery neighborhood in Houston is great. A hipstery neighborhood in New York is an abomination.
Because it's unnecessary in New York. The whole place is densely populated and has stuff everywhere.
Exactly.
So now you're just going here to jerk each other. It's a circle jerk.
Yeah, it's just a cum fest.
It's just cum fest.
Yeah.
But in Houston, I'm like, oh yeah, sick coffee shops, nice dive bars,
So nice.
cool like vintage
Dude, a
stores.
nice dive bar, you can't really beat it with a stick.
Now the hipsters know the dive bar. Hipsters get dive bars.
Hipsters get the dive bar. You go to a hipster dive bar with like decent food, you're like, this place is perfect.
Yes.
It's perfect.
They get
like
dive bars, they get coffee shops, they get clothing stores for the stuff I like.
It's like
nice
anything
thrift
involving like drinking or like aesthetics. I'm like
Yeah.
gonna defer to like a Houston hipster.
Yeah.
That's kind of my vibe.
I liked Houston.
Yeah.
Underrated, I think.
I think so too. I mean, a lot of people shit on it, but I think like we were in a cool area.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of dumpy, boring, shitty, but it's huge.
Yes.
It's massive. It's also like this gross carcinogenic, coast. That's what they call it, the carcinogenic coast. It's just like, you go a bit east and there's Sulphur, Texas or whatever. Or Sulphur, Louisiana. It's all this like dumpy.
Have you heard of the Woodlands?
No.
Dude, the Woodlands is this fake city they built like 15 years ago.
Where?
I mean, it might have been longer than that, but it was after cities were being built.
Yeah.
In the Houston metro area.
Okay.
It's just rich people wanted like a walkable town, so they just built themselves one. Which is like, it's cool, but then I watched a guy do like a breakdown of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's like an all-ages version of the Villages.
Yeah, those always end up, what's it called? Like Stepford Wives, Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
This is like, what is this, like your idea of a place? Like, it's not a real place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Christmas, not Christmas, what's it called? The one for Disney.
Yeah.
There's like the Disney Celebration.
Yes.
It's like Celebration vibes, but for like an actual good city within Houston.
Yeah, and they always have the same qualities. Like, they always have like a Lululemon type place.
Yeah.
They have a Hillstone.
Yeah.
Which I like Hillstones. Delicious.
Is that ice cream?
It's a restaurant.
Okay.
But it's like a nice chain.
Yeah, like a nice Longhorn kind of vibe or something. Maybe a little step up from that.
Kind of. I'm trying to describe.
I'm trying to think of there's like kind of steakhousey places like that.
Yeah,
like a J. Alexander's.
Maybe.
You ever go to a J. Alexander's?
This is like, it has like an amazing. It has like a really nice fancy burger, really nice.
Yeah.
Like
a good steak,
free.
Yeah,
it's really,
yeah,
you know what I mean. It has like martinis you can get in the daytime.
Right.
No,
I know exactly
like
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everything's like $32.
Right. It's a couple steps down from like a Ruth's Chris.
Yeah. I would say it's like they think it's better than a Ruth's Chris, rich people, because it's in rich people areas.
Interesting.
They're in like, there's one in Winter Park. There's one.
I love
in, like
Ruth's Chris.
Ruth's Chris is great.
That was a birthday spot.
But Ruth's Chris is more like working class.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is like, it's in rich enclaves. Like, I went to Montecito, which is like where Oprah lives in Santa Barbara.
Oh, in Santa Barbara. Okay.
They had one there. They had one in Beverly Hills. They had one in Winter Park.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like the rich people chain.
Okay.
It's like rich people's Chili's. Kind of crazy.
I get it. I get what they're going for.
Chili's for the elite.
Yes.
It's kind of wild.
That sucks, dude.
It's pretty good.
I hate the elite, dude. I hate them so much. Dude, I went to Texas Roadhouse
It's the greatest restaurant in America.
It rules. It really rules.
It really rules, and it makes me genuinely proud to be an American. Like I walk it, like no, I'm not the most patriotic guy, but I walk into a Texas Roadhouse, and I'm like, "We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way." You know, I just fully turn into Toby Keith when I walk into it. It makes me so happy. We had this waiter, Blake. Shouts out to Blake. He's the man.
Everything is perfect about it.
They're so quick.
It's like a 360 wraparound bar. Everything's cheap. Everything's huge. Everything comes out quick. The TVs are gigantic.
Oh my God.
The beers are in frozen mugs. Babes working there. Babes working there.
And Blake, shouts out to Blake. He was like a sort of portly white guy.
Yeah.
But just a fucking heart of gold.
Yeah.
Just an angel. He goes, he's so, I'm like, he must have 100 tables. It was slammed.
Yeah.
And I go, how are you giving me this much attention?
Expert waiter.
Yeah. He was clean with it, dude. He was clean, bro.
Shouts out to Blake.
Shouts out to motherfucking Blake, boy. That's my waiter. That's my dog.
That's my waiter.
T.O.
That's my quarterback.
Yeah, that was sick as hell, dude. I've munched so hard. I've been like real good. I've been so good. And then I literally have like such a dog brain that I go, I'm going to have Texas. This is like Thursday. I go, I'm going to Texas Roadhouse on Sunday. I'm going to be like a fucking vegan. You know, I'm going to eat like celery and walk for 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I can pig the fuck out with impunity at Texas Roadhouse.
I used to do this with like benders.
With booze?
Booze.
You're like, okay, no booze for 3 days so I can get hammered all weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to absolutely party my ass off on Saturday.
It's probably an addict-y move. It's not like, it's very mindful, like...
Food's a better thing to do it with, because booze, I would do it, and then I'm like, I would ruin 2 days of my life because I built up Saturday so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hyped it up in my mind.
And then you're like, yes!
Yeah. I'm like, Saturday, I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Getting fucked up.
I'm getting really fucked up.
Kind of like serious about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to hurt myself.
I hurt myself.
Yeah, no, I can't. I just can't with booze anymore. I don't know. I think I obviously can get drunk sometimes, but having stepped it back, I mean, you're still fucking 6 months clean or whatever the fuck you are.
I haven't touched this stuff, dude.
It's crazy.
4 months.
It's wild.
Nuts.
Are you gonna be just a sober guy?
I have no idea. I mean, it's sort of looking that way, but like, I don't know.
For the rest of your life?
I don't want to do any of this. Like, I don't want to have those I'll have the conversation, but I don't want to label it. I don't want to, like, because if I want to drink, I want to drink, and I don't want it to be a relapse. Aiden McCluskey's got that joke.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden McCluskey's got a funny comic. He's got a good joke about, like, he should have never said that he was sober, because then...
Now when he wants to drink.
Yeah. So I'm kind of doing that. And my buddy Eric looks at it a good way. He's like, if I drink 6 days in a year, okay, then I didn't drink 349 days.
Yeah.
Or, 359. Whatever, 59 days.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, that's way less than I drank the year before.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying, like, a little bit more than that, but, I'm like I was like every weekend, getting drunk. Now I'm like, I didn't drink for like 6 weeks, a month, in that range, and then I've drank like twice in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever, and I was in Boston, it was just fun as shit, and then I was like, yeah, I don't have to do that for the next while.
This is what I'm saying.
So I'm like, yeah, I think moderation, I can moderate alcohol easily.
I'm not that great at it. I can. I have to stay out of certain environments.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
Honestly, the boys.
Yeah.
Like, if I was drinking with myself or the lady, I could probably moderate it.
Right. I just don't find that much enjoyment in, like, a lot of bars. And, like, I have to, like, plan and, like, let's go here. Like, I like here. Let's go here, guys. Like, I don't want to be downtown. I don't want to drink downtown.
Yeah, I actually think the booze and partying scene sucks here, and it makes it easier.
It's so easy to not drink downtown. I go, dude, like, I've started relishing in it. At first I was like, they're hanging out at this place downtown, like everyone's there, and like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna leave at 11:30, and now I'm like, I'm fucking going.
No, I'm dying. Once I finish my last spot, I'm dying to go home.
I'm going home. I'm gonna jerk off.
And the walk to your car there couldn't be anything that's more validating.
Oh
for that
my
decision.
God, it feels great.
You walk to your car, it's like homeless guys like punching each other in the face. It's like fat Mexican chicks vomiting. I'm like, get me out of here,
dude. There's so many tortas who vomit.
Oh, dude, there's
tortas are vomiting.
Yeah, the tortas can't keep the
fucking.
The tortas can't keep the enchiladas down, dude.
They have this horrible combination of they just had like 10 bowls of chilaquiles, and then they go out drinking, and I'm like, bro, you gotta chill on the enchiladas before the drinking.
Dude, when my buddy Chang was in town, he went to this bar, and he's like, come meet me here. I met him there after my set. Dude, the smallest woman was 270 pounds.
Hell yeah.
And there was 200 women there. I mean, it was packed.
Big,
Every one of them was massive. Massive.
Big ass tortas.
Big ass tortas.
Big ass tortas.
Dude, far bigger than the clientele in Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah?
Huge, dude. Huge.
That
all
rocks.
dancing. I'm like, these floors are going to give out. This is crazy.
Dude, tortas. I love them, dude.
I was
Shouts out.
Dude, I was watching him, and they're having a good time, but I was like, man, I don't know if this is what Bad Bunny had in mind. When he made this song, I do not think this is what he had in mind.
No, it's too big.
just an elephant stampede in Central Texas. It's crazy.
Dude, it's literally bowling balls. Just like a fucking a herd of bowling balls.
Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, well, it's because the Mexican build is not great.
No.
Like, men, women, whatever it is, it's like they're short, they're round, they're fucking compact.
Yes.
They got little legs.
Yeah.
They got little skinny legs, and they're like little balls.
They're shaped like peeps.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're shaped like little meatballs. Little tortas.
Little tortas.
So you go, oh, man.
It was crazy. I've never seen that many large people in one place.
Was it like a fatty-themed bar?
No. You would think.
Yeah.
You would think. It was just a bar. It was a Latino nightclub. Chang is Puerto Rican. He wanted to hear reggaeton.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And, man, they're big ladies.
Big heffing ladies.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking, like, oh, he's going to, like, this reggaeton
big women
bar.
down in San Antonio.
That's probably what he's talking about is those tortas.
Them big old women down there.
Them big old women down
Them big old women down there. They be woofing down them churros.
Eating them Sonora hot dogs.
Dude, Chuck was ruining Bronny. Went on the court last night.
He was
Did you see that?
Bullying him.
It was so funny. They were like, Ernie was like, oh, it's such an amazing moment. You know, father, son, we've never seen it before. I mean, that's something really special that you got to just kind of tip your hat to. And he's like, I don't know why are we talking about the Lakers. They're going to be in the play-in tournament. They're going to be the 9th seed. Why are we always talking about this? I don't like when you make me think these crappy teams are going to be good. Man, Bronny ain't doing it. He going to be out there for 2 minutes, and then they're going to try to win the game and lose.
He's so great he can speak honestly like
Oh,
that.
it's great.
It's so sick.
Dude, he always talks about that he's just got to he'll say it on air that he's got a heart out. 1 o'clock, I'm leaving. I'm getting on no, y'all not working me like a dog. I'm leaving at 1 in the morning. I'm leaving. You're not going to work us till 2, 3 in the morning. What they going to do, not pay us? It's awesome.
What a baller,
As
dude.
a guy who's worked like shitty jobs with dickhead managers,
You go,
it's so liberating.
You hear some guy go, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. Man, 1 o'clock, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Man, we getting on a plane back to Phoenix.
That was always like ingratiating into a new work environment. It was always not so great to find that guy.
Yeah.
There'd always be one guy who's like, hey, I've been here for a year. You don't got to do any of that shit.
Yeah,
They're going to tell you that you have to do it. You don't got it.
Yeah, you're slacker shaman.
Yeah, Slacker
Right.
Shaman was great.
It's awesome.
We had a guy, I worked at the weed store. We had to do these things where we had to like study weed. Like they would talk about all the fucking different chemicals that are in weed, and then you had to like take this quiz. Like it was like homework.
Yeah.
For downtime during the slow portions of the day. And I was like, oh, God, I have to do that fucking quiz. And then my friend at work was like, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Don't do the quiz.
That's great.
What are they going to do? And I was like, yeah, what are they going to do?
You're like, so right.
I'm like, yeah.
I
do
never,
it.
when they asked me to stay for the night shift when I was like a waiter or I worked at a movie
No.
theater, I never said yes once.
Yeah.
I was asked probably 300 times. Never said yes
Nope.
once. No.
No, not doing it.
No.
Yeah.
And then I would always like work with a chick who was always like, yeah, but like it's money. Don't you want money? And I'm like, I want just enough money to not die.
Yeah.
And I want to be here the minimum amount of time. Yeah, to live.
Yeah.
To be a living human.
There's so many people who are so motivated by money. And I go, like, at the retail jobs, I'm like, bro, you're here 56 hours a week.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you do with your life?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it was crazy. And they would commute in. There's a guy who was commuting in from somewhere like far. Like we were in like East Orlando, and he was coming from like Kissimmee or something.
I feel like those people are always older though.
Yeah,
I was like early 20s, so it's like I drink nothing but PBR. I eat nothing but. Like, honestly, I was eating a lot of tortas. I lived in a Mexican neighborhood in Queens. I would eat a giant $6 torta. It would keep me full for like 9 hours. Yeah. And so it's like I'm spending like $11 a day on food.
Yeah.
And I drink cheap beer and mostly free drinks at comedy clubs.
Yep.
I'm 23. I need $600 a week.
Yeah.
That's what I need. Yeah.
If that.
That's it.
And then even in New York, I mean, in Florida, I needed $400 a week.
Exactly.
I didn't need shit.
But I think they're like 31.
Yes.
And they're like, I'm living like a human.
Right.
So I need $1,200.
Right, yeah.
So they work twice as much as you.
They would like drive in and like, I remember he had like a beater car and stuff like that. And then he'd be like working his ass off. So it kind of makes sense. He's like, dude, I need a new car. I'm fucked. I'm just so fucked. He was like 32, and like I think he got his girlfriend pregnant too at one point.
This is a nightmare. Yeah,
I mean, just a nightmare.
Just harrowing tales.
Just horrible.
You meet the old people at those jobs, and you're like, your life is hell.
Yeah. Thankfully, though, he did get a manager position at like a different location of the dispensary, and he was like so happy.
That's great.
It was actually pretty nice. I really liked him too. He was a good guy.
Yeah,
but he worked his dick off, and I was just like, bro. Why the fuck are you doing that? 23-year-old me couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares?
Dude, I worked at this restaurant. I think it closed down. It was called Maverick Marketplace and Cafe. It was a bar in East Boston, in Maverick Square. And the chef was this dude, Billy. Shout out Billy.
Shouts out to Billy.
And he like, it was, you really see how culture formed.
Yeah.
Because he pledged his undying allegiance to the guy Dan, who's the man, like a 32-year-old bro who saved up to buy this bar.
Okay.
He was bartending there for years, saved up, bought it. And then Dan was the only person who would hire Billy because Billy was I think he might have went to the feds.
Yeah?
He was in state or federal prison for like 4 years.
Whoa.
But he could cook.
Nice.
And I think he learned in prison. And Billy was like, Dan's the only person that would hire me, dude. Like, Dan really cares about people.
You kind of saved my life.
Fully, like, cult. And Dan
cares about people.
Yes, dude. Yes. like Stockholm Syndrome. Like, fully, like, no, Dan loves us. Dan loves us. Dan would never, Dan will always do right by us.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was really like a messiah.
Dan's my Lord and Savior.
But Billy was the man. I would come in, and it would just be me and him. And I was the daytime bartender, and he would make me some dope-ass breakfast.
It's so nice.
Just for me. And he'd get really excited for me to eat the breakfast.
Oh.
And we would just sit and hang out, me and this convict.
Yeah.
Felon.
I feel bad for felons, dude. They got I mean, if I don't, I guess it makes sense because we, in the private sector, are you going to hire a felon? No. Like, I get...
I'm with you. I don't like it. I'm like,
I hate it.
They served their punishment.
They did their time. They shouldn't even have to mention it.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have to mention it.
You shouldn't be fucked for the rest of your life.
You really shouldn't. You should also be able to vote.
It's like, so if I was a junkie and I stole a car and punched a guy in the face, and then I got 2 years in prison, got clean, when I get out, I am a sober guy who wants to get a job. I'm fucked because heroin me punched someone. I already did the prison time.
It's not fair.
No, it's bullshit.
It's genuinely unfair.
Nah, dude.
If the point of the punishment is to, sort of balance the scales of justice, then they're balanced. So let him be a normal fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of hate it. Yeah, and then it's like, obviously the cyclical crime occurs. There's a clear line. It goes, I can't get a job. I need money. What are you going to do when you can't get a job and you need money? A crime? I don't know. Or that one thing I did before for money?
Yeah.
Crime?
That I made a lot of money off
that
of. That required no resume.
Right. That, it's like it required the gun I already have. It's like, of course that's what they're going to go do. You leave them no options. It's not fair. It's genuinely unfair.
Did you see Trump at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so...
I love how, like, flattering he is.
Yeah.
It's like, look, he's a beautiful guy.
Yeah,
look, he's so handsome. Look at this guy. That's so funny.
He's such a career bullshit artist.
Dude, he's so great.
He's so great.
Yeah.
I love McDonald's.
I love McDonald's. It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Yum, 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 yum.
I'm a big fan of the UFC, and the fights here are almost as good. You got your own UFC going here.
You got your own UFC. You've got...
Right here by the cash register.
Ranisha. Behind the register.
You better hope some Dagestanis don't come in here because the black ladies we have are very good fighters.
Strong.
They're very
Bernice,
good.
she is the super heavyweight champion of McDonald's.
Shaniqua, she's got a great right hook.
She's got a great
fantastic right hook. So much power. The most powerful black lady I've ever seen.
The McPunch, that's what they're calling it.
They call it the McPunch.
We call her Rugged Ranisha. That's what we're calling her. She's very strong.
So strong. She's very strong.
She's very strong. She runs this place.
and she
like
wants
Mussolini.
She wants ranch with her burger. You have to give her the ranch. You can't not give her the ranch. She'll punch you.
She will pull your weave out. She'll pull it right out. She tried to pull my weave out. I said, don't do it, Ranisha.
The other day I saw a crackhead. He jumped right over the register. Jumped so high. The highest jump I've seen in a while. This
Really
guy could compete in the Olympics, this guy.
Really high jump. You know, the little screens, they're taking your jobs. The screens, they're not from this country. They're built in China. Chinese screens taking American jobs.
They're taking American. And we don't, the immigrants brought the screen. And we want you to be able to work here. We want you beautiful people to work at the cash register, get punched in the face.
He said, look at this beautiful guy.
Look at this beautiful guy.
I was talking to Jared about
It's like a guy with an eye infection.
Yeah, he's just weeping pus.
Yeah. It's like a guy bleeding out of his ears. Look at him, he's so handsome.
He's so beautiful. Look at him. He's lovely. I love him. Yeah, I was talking to Jared about Trump and McDonald's, and he's like, dude, we have to do that for stand-up. Like, we have to be this flattering. Like, it's like a good like, it's like, we should actually take this. And, like, if we're bombing, just go, look at this beautiful guy right here. Yeah. Look at this guy. He's so beautiful. I love this guy. He's beautiful.
It's a gas station attendant. He's wearing flip-flops that are cutting off his circulation.
Yeah. They're just like...
You're like, beautiful man in the front row, right?
His feet are just being... just dominated by that flip-flop. Yeah. Just the folds going around. Like, you can't even see the thong anymore. Yeah. It's just fully wrapped around. Dude, that's the nastiest shit. A big fat motherfucker in some sandals.
Yeah, you see it a lot here. You see it a lot.
I can't, dude. I'm fully Sebastian pilled when it comes to exposed male feet in public.
Yeah.
I go, what are you doing? What are you doing?
This guy, he's bringing his little piggies to the market. What's this guy doing?
We're at the HEB.
He's wearing toe thong flip-flops. You'd think the strap would go over. No, it goes true to toes. Goes right true to toes.
Right true to toes. No socks, no nothing. I go, you got a fungus. You got a lot of fungus.
The feet are flopping through the HEB. They look like loaves of sourdough bread. He's walking.
Not even baked yet.
Only one foot works. He's dragging the other one.
Dude, yeah, it would be some gnarly shit like that. And you're like, bro, ew.
Yeah.
Like, those ones that are, like, more, like, I guess they're not, what are they called? They're, like, the strappy ones.
Yeah.
Ugh. Dude, why are you, like, it's like a fat guy pretending he's on a hike because he has to walk somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, bro, come on. I don't want to see your fucking nasty feet, dude.
No, it's gross.
It's disgusting.
Put those things away.
I hate male feet. I'll say it.
It's not a hot take.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're mostly gross.
I like a lady's foot.
Yeah, I don't have a foot thing, but I like them.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah,
I don't want to like fucking put them in my mouth, but I do want to. I look at them and go, "It's a nice set of dogs."
Nice dogs.
Nice dogs.
Those are nice dogs.
Those are a nice set of dogs. Because you know what I know is like I used to think like, nah, I don't really care about feet, and then I started looking at women's feet more, and you really there's some bad ones. You can be a hot girl with some terrible feet.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't care. Like, who cares? She's got some ugly feet. I wouldn't. It's not a deal breaker for me. But I understand if you're a foot guy, you go, she's actually not that good looking. Look at her fucking nasty ass feet.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I get it. You got one. She got a bunion. She's got one of those like. She's got like I have the style pinky toe that just rolls under for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
It goes like 90 degrees.
My pinky toes are useless. I can cut them off and feel no different.
Yeah, definitely.
They're completely useless to the rest of my body.
Completely.
I don't think they provide balance. I don't think they do anything.
They don't really.
Mine are weirder
live
than
without
yours.
the bottom two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can.
I mean, if you lose your big toe, it's actually a really big deal.
Yeah.
For balance, it's actually really hard to balance without a big toe.
It's like very, very difficult.
That's so funny that my big toes are important because I've never seen any value in them in my entire life.
They're very important.
It's so funny. I would never think that these things were worth a damn.
No, you'd have to relearn how to walk. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I think they might have prosthetics, but I'm not sure.
Prosthetic toes?
Prosthetic big toe would be worth your while because you can't fucking walk. You ever see those guys? It's crazy what they do. They take they amputate the leg and then they take the foot and make it a knee.
No.
They take the ankle and make it a knee.
So then they walk around. Now they're midgets?
No. No. No.
Okay.
No, so they have to amputate from the calf area, and what they'll do is they'll cut your foot off, put it on ice, and then put your foot in backwards so that your foot is facing this way, and then you hinge like this for the knee, but backwards.
Wow.
Like the way your knee hinges. And then you put a prosthetic over your foot, which is now attached to your thigh.
Crazy.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That's nuts.
Like imagine basically the foot becomes this little part of your leg.
Oh
and
my
it goes.
God. It's crazy that it's worth using your own foot instead of metal.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you use the prosthetic for the foot.
You use the prosthetic to extend the leg down.
It's wild that that's more valuable than like a carbon fiber or something.
Right. For some reason. I think it's just you got to go analog.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, you got to save it, got to go analog. You know? Don't fucking put robot parts in if you don't have to.
Yeah.
I always feel terrible for guys with a prosthetic arm.
Yeah, I do too.
Just go no arm.
I feel like most of them are in good shape.
That's true.
They kind of get into fitness.
Yeah, you kind of got to.
Yeah.
You got to be like, well, the rest of the body's got to be jacked now because I have one arm.
Oscar Pistorius, he had the two.
He killed his wife, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Up. I think
she kept making fun of him.
Yeah.
She's like, come on, half squat, let's go. Hey, roly poly oly, we're late.
She kept pranking him with magnets.
Damn it! Stop it! Putting a magnet at the end of the bed. Seriously, what the fuck? Taking the spokes out of his tires and shit. Fucking stabbing his wheelchair.
Yeah, she slashed the tires
on his wheelchair. He's like, keep it up.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. I'm gonna fucking do something crazy. I'm gonna do something fucking crazy.
You ever see Jim Jeffries' bit about that?
No.
Phenomenal.
I haven't seen it.
He, oh my God, he pretends to be Oscar Pistorius, and he's at the Wilbur Theater, so huge stage.
Yeah.
And he drags himself on his knuckles across the stage. Goes, when I get to when I gun, you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
He takes 30 seconds dragging himself across the stage. It's so funny.
That rules.
Yeah, it's great.
That's sick as hell. He's got some gnarly teeth. Have you seen his teeth?
Jim Jeffries?
Yeah, I guess he had bad ones, but now he has serious. What are those called? Like caps or
Veneers?
Veneers.
Yeah.
He's got them new shiny ones. He looks like a rapper, dude.
He
looks like Tyreek Hill.
He's got the same teeth as Kodak Black.
Yeah, 100%. I love Kodak.
Yeah.
You gotta love Kodak.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder, there's something about black guys getting veneers. It's like the dentist is like, do you have the ones that look like urinals?
Yeah, the shiniest ones ever.
Could we get the giant shiny ones?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Get the blink teeth?
Yeah, they're just regular ass teeth though.
Yeah.
But they're the shiniest veneers.
And they're huge.
I've seen a lot of people a dentist. I remember seeing dentist TikTok or something, and then he's like, these people have veneers. But I just look at them like a guy with perfect teeth. It's because they get them the good ones, like a celebrity, like a fucking Brad Pitt or something has veneers, but they put a natural slight yellowing.
Yeah.
And they paint them fucking
and they're probably smaller.
Like an artist, and they're smaller.
The big one,
the big ass chompers, dude.
People get that veneer lisp too.
They get a lisp from it?
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of people you'll see. It's always football players, rappers, YouTubers, kind of white trash new money.
Yeah.
Or black trash. But you know what I mean? Trashy new money. They'll get a lisp. All of a sudden you'll see them talking why does this guy have a lisp?
He's like this?
It's kind of like this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like THs.
Because their teeth are just so big, they're just in the way.
I think they touch your tongue more than they used to.
Yeah, you can kind of feel it if you just touch your tongue or touch your teeth when you talk. It's a little bit like this. Yeah, it's
It's like a veneer lisp.
So stupid.
They look really dumb.
That would kill me. If I didn't know about that,
yeah.
And I got giant white chompers, and then I woke up and I'm like, Lethea, what the fuck? Lethea, they look, what the fucking, what the, are you fucking,
Oh, these are nice.
Are you serious?
Nice. Oh, these look good.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. Nice.
I like my these teeth.
I gotta call the dentist.
Veneers.
No, seriously, fuck that guy. The
Veneers.
dentist. The dentist fucked me. He fucking fucked me. This guy.
Dentist a piece of shit.
You just wake up with
Fucking piece of
talking
shit.
like fucking Daffy Duck
Yeah.
because you wanted big fucking white teeth.
Dude.
Oh, you know what I was thinking about? Oh, sorry.
Well, what were you talking about?
I farted just now.
That's what you wanted to talk about.
So that's what I wanted to talk about. Well, I was just thinking about my like girlfriend. Like I realized she farted around me like here. We've been together 3 years. We hadn't lived together. I heard her fart.
Oh, it's first fart.
First fart.
Wow.
Yeah, and I realized it was like
Serious
2.5 years in.
Damn.
First fart. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't that just wild?
Autumn basically won't fart around me.
They won't fart, and
She
it
won't
was
fart.
an accident. She
Yeah.
did not mean to fart. She wasn't like, I'm farting, ha ha ha. She was like, she like rolled over in bed and like was like.
Autumn was embarrassed. I heard her farting in the bathroom because she was really letting him rip in there. But like it's a safe space.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fine, fart it up.
Everybody farts, man.
Everybody
What are we
farts.
worried about?
I would not judge my lady for farting.
How much do you fart around her?
Constantly.
I think I farted on her I definitely farted on her before she farted around me.
I fart 200 times a day.
I'm a constant stream of farts.
Yeah.
It's almost like when am I not farting?
Yes.
It's like
I relish in the times when I don't, when not gassy, when I'm not farting.
I don't really know what it is that I eat because I've been eating healthy. You know what it is? I eat a lot of fiber. I wonder if that's what it is.
I feel like
Like beans make you fart. I've been eating a lot of oats.
Yeah, if Autumn makes chili, I'm done for.
So good.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm just done though. I feel like I think I have a thing with dairy. I don't think it's like a problem where I need to stop, but it's gonna make me fart incessantly.
Oh yeah.
If I eat like
that's
sour
what it was
cream,
with Skate. I think
yeah,
was because she has a thing with dairy.
yeah, it's like I'm
We
not
had, like-
supposed to eat it.
We had like fucking ice cream or something together, and then she was.
I feel the best when I eat like apples and carrots.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like a horse.
Yeah,
and
me
I'm like
too.
a little animal.
Yeah, I feel
Feeding
that
carrots.
it's the most obvious trite diet is the healthiest for me.
Yeah.
It's like I should eat vegetables and lean meat.
Yes.
It's not a fucking riddle.
No, it isn't.
It's like I feel best when I like I'll do like a fucking chicken breast. Like I've packed lunches that are like chicken breast, fruit, carrot,
Yeah.
and I feel great.
It's amazing.
And I'm like completely satiated, completely full. You ever get like full on healthy food and you're like, ah, man,
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
it bums me
It's
out.
blue balls.
Yeah, that happened last night. I made like shrimp and kale and stuff.
It's like when you jerk off and it's just not that great.
Oh, the
when you
worst.
come and you're
You're like,
like, that was sort of all right.
Yeah, that was okay.
That was all right.
I think it's like I don't. It's like you want to come again because it wasn't a good one, but you're like, I can't come again. I just cummed.
Yeah.
I just cummed.
This is insane. If
Yeah.
you just go back to back.
No way.
I used to go back to back when I was a teenager.
Oh, me too. Of course.
That's insane.
You ever try to hit a record?
Yeah, I know. I was never. My stats were never good.
I had a sick day
Yeah.
7 times.
Yeah, I knew a kid that did 13.
Yeah, he's gonna
Well,
die.
2 guys had a jerk off competition to
Oh,
see how many
cool.
they could do in a day.
That's pretty cool.
I think the winner got 13 and the other guy got 12.
Damn.
But that's
Were
crazy.
they like texting each other?
I think they were. It was a big thing in school the
like
next
6.
day. Yeah,
No, yeah, I cummed 7 times
yeah. I wonder-
in middle school when I had a sick day.
That's got to be. That would be my top. There's no way I did more than 7. My numbers
Yeah.
are never that good. Never had the good numbers.
Well, you never had to. I mean, what did you have to prove? I was just doing it as like sport. I was
Yeah.
just like, let me just see.
Yeah, but there's a period in time where I cared about that sport.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Where I was really in the game.
Yeah.
I cared about my stats.
I get
I
it, I
had
get
kind of
it.
weak stats.
Damn, dude. No, I fucking got sick, and this was when I didn't ejaculate yet.
Oh,
Nothing came out.
dude, you did 7 air jerks in a day?
7 air jerks.
Ghost nuts?
Ghost nuts.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was a late bloomer, you know? I think this was in like 8th grade.
I came early. I came very young.
Nice.
It was an accident. I was like rubbing my
penis
pajama pants against my penis. Like they rubbed it accidentally.
And you're like, cool.
And then I just kept being like, it was like I was hands-free wanking. I was hands-free jerking.
You're doing like your knees?
Yeah, dude. I was almost doing a little jig in my bed.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really like
Did
that.
you ever do No Fap November?
I never even, no.
Never even attempted?
No.
You don't know the longest you've ever gone no jerk?
It's probably been recent.
Well, no sex, no jerk.
No cum, just full retention.
Probably a few weeks, 3 weeks.
With full retention?
I think I've gone 3 weeks without jacking since I've been, or having sex. Since
Neither.
I've been with my lady. Neither
sex nor jack.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I did it a couple years ago, and I got to 30 days, and I would wake up like, and just literally like rub the sheet of my bed like rolling over and be like, oh.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy.
How horny you are.
It's kind of nice.
You put on pants and you're like, ooh.
Yeah. You just become Chinese.
Like, oh, that's really good. Okay. That's nice.
Oh, it's a nice pant rig.
Dude, doing that,
sexy
it was
pant rig.
crazy. The no fap thing. And then I tried to do it again, and then I just had a wet dream.
Yeah.
I think that's like how most men are. I think you just fucking shoot after 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've had more wet dreams the last few years than ever before.
Really?
Because I was always jerking when I was young.
Yep.
And then I was banging. And then I think I was banging and jerking.
Yep.
And now I feel like, honestly, feel like I just nut less in general.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a healthy amount of 5 years
Intercourse.
into a relationship sex.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm not a massive jerker.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really get, sometimes I feel like I don't have the time.
No, yeah.
I'm like doing stuff. I don't have like jerk time.
No, I mean, I don't have jerk time. I don't, bang time is tough too.
Yeah.
Where we're just busy people.
Busy, and then you're tired. And you know
Tired
you're
and busy.
both tired.
So many times we're just both tired.
It's the best thing about a hotel.
Like, I've had a moment where, like, me and my lady are, like, we're lying down in bed and, like, I'm like, ugh, I feel bad. Like, maybe she wants to and I don't.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired. And then I'll literally, like, I'm like, I was thinking that, and then I looked over and she
Yeah.
just fully passed out, and I'm like,
fuck, dude, she's so horny for me, and I can't give it to her.
I can't even give it to her, dude.
God damn,
I look
dude.
over,
She's foaming at the mouth for my cock. She's just absolutely craving my dick, and I can't deliver. And she's
dude,
God.
fully just.
Look at her. She's so horny she passed out. So horny she fainted. She wants my dick so bad she's
couldn't handle it.
unconscious.
Just the thoughts, the racing thoughts, tired her out.
Oh my God, her
She's
horniness
tuckered.
for me, it killed her. Fuck. I'm such an asshole.
God, I just can't perform like I used to. Getting old. Someone did give us guff for like being like, I think it was on Stuff Island. They were talking about like they're not as horny now because they're in bad shape and they drink. And then I'm like, shut up, dude. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, dude.
Shut up. But then honestly, I stopped drinking and worked out way more. I'm like, I'm twice as horny.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. I just thought that, like, I don't know. I grew up where, like, if you're bragging about being like, yeah, I fucking lift weights and I fuck. Like,
it's
that
gay.
would be the corniest thing ever. Like,
It's
you'd get
gay as
absolutely
hell.
reamed out by my friends. But now because of all this grind set bro shit, there's guys just unironically being like, yeah, dude, if you fucking lift more and drink, like, keep yourself hydrated, you'll like, fuck for hours. I'm like, dude, you're 35.
I don't want to fuck. First of all,
talks
I
like this?
don't want to fuck for hours.
No.
At no point in my life have I ever. I don't think as a young man getting pussy for the first time, I don't think I ever wanted to fuck for hours.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. I also do think, though, sometimes
Like half an hour was like, whoa.
sometimes you have a good day, though, and you're just kind of slinging dick, and then you realize how much your lady likes it, and you're like, damn, this is probably what she prefers all the time. And this is not realistic for me
Yeah,
to
that's true.
think I'm not going to deliver this on a consistent basis.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no goddamn way.
I have like organic blue chew dick today,
Yeah.
and this is not
Right.
what's usually
It's
on
like
the menu.
I woke up early and I went for a run and now I'm
Yeah.
just fucking teeming with fucking ball juice.
She's lucky that today I have perfect circulation.
Yeah, dude.
It's like I worked out yesterday.
Yeah.
And I got like perfect sleep, and you wake up and you're like, yeah, I'm fucking ripping and roaring, ready to go. And I'm like, this is not normal.
Dude, I found out I've been fixing my back.
Oh, good.
The McGill Big 3.
What's the McGill Big 3?
It's the 3 big stretches this guy McGill came up with for your lower back for people with sciatica.
What are they?
Side plank, and then you raise your hip off the ground, hold down. Raise your hip off the ground, hold. So only your feet are touching and your shoulder.
Yeah.
And then the other one is you're like doggy style position, and you raise the opposite hand and foot out at the same time. Slowly hold it, bring it back, hold it, bring it back. And the other one is you just put your hand under your lower back and you do these like power breaths. You're like like a fucking ninja.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Feels like a lot better.
Yeah, that's great.
Kind of crazy.
I've been yoga rehabbing my knee. Doing stretches. And
how was yoga yesterday?
Great.
I know. I'm gonna come.
It was an easier one.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. Do not come.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, no, it was great. It's kind of crazy how much it makes me feel better in my knees.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Is it hot yoga or regular?
Hot yoga.
Damn. Bikram?
Yeah, I don't know if it's Bikram.
Dude.
Prolific rapist Bikram.
Have we talked about Bikram?
I don't know, but I just know Bikram yoga is a prolific rapist.
I maybe talked about this on the...
He was the first Indian ever.
Yeah. That's ever existed. The first Indian of all time.
He's the first Indian. Sort of like, you know how like in Pokemon, Mew has the genetic information for all other Pokemon?
Yeah.
That's him for Indians.
Dude, I was watching that documentary. I watched it with my buddy Artie at his place. Mm-hmm. That was one of the hardest I've ever laughed. Was the Bikram documentary.
Give me Bikram want to touch you.
Dude, literally all the women, before they show him at all, it's his victims.
Oh, so funny.
And so the victims go, you know, he was one of those people that you rarely meet. He just had this unavoidable charm. You just wanted to talk to him. You wanted to be around him. He was this magnetic figure with this just charisma and this suaveness. And then it would literally, the next scene, it would cut to him, and it's an Indian guy in a diaper going, I am a god! I am a god! Jesus in the flesh! He's just in a diaper. He's like a sweaty, stinky Indian in a diaper. Yeah. He's like, I am god! I am god! And like, he just had such a way with words.
Dude, he's on that throne in a diaper.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, I don't mean to victim blame, but I was like, man, women are morons. This is ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Like, I thought I was Bikram's only girlfriend. I'm a god!
I am the greatest! I am the greatest! He's like shitting in his diaper.
Yeah, and he's not even like a ripped. He's like a yogic body, which is like thin and like wiry and like, but he's like aged out of that a bit, so he has like a little belly, you know.
No, he looks like a punter.
Yeah,
he looks like an NFL punter.
He looks like a retired punter.
Yeah, he has Sebastian Janikowski body.
Dude, no, he's built like Martin Gramatica.
He's in a diaper. It's 107 degrees.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I am Jesus Christ. So funny. Yeah, it's a real laugh riot.
It's one of the funniest documentaries because they're just
very good.
They're like, he was just so magnetic, and I'm like, really? He doesn't seem like that. Yeah, doesn't seem like that much of a silver-tongued devil.
It's funny because like a woman couldn't do that to a man.
No,
it just couldn't happen.
I've never heard.
I'm trying to think of like the male equivalent of a Bikram yoga, and I can't think of it.
Can you imagine if a guy was like, dude, I'm really into this chick, and you're like, oh, cool, man, that's great. And he goes, she's got a way with words.
I am Jesus Christ. I am God in the flesh. It's a tiny Indian woman.
If one of my boys told me a girl you're seeing had a way with words, I'd be like, what? She has a what with what?
A who with how?
What are you talking?
A way with words.
A way with words.
Like, dude, are you getting wooed right now? I don't know if I've ever been wooed.
By a woman?
No.
Wooed? I used to be...
Wine dined in 69? There's no way.
I used to be wooed by, like, artsy-fartsy girls that I thought were really smart. Like I thought they
that
were
might do it
smart
to me
and
when I was
artsy,
younger.
and then it's always a disaster. Those women are insane.
You know what I think too would work on me at a certain age is if like a hot 40-year-old woman, and I was like 24.
Yeah,
like and she was fine as hell.
I kind of
and she was like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, that would work on me.
I kind of had that.
Yeah, that would work on me.
I used to bang this lady who was older than me sometimes.
Nice,
and she was great at it.
Sick.
It was awesome.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the best.
I remember the first time we banged.
For a 21-year-old dude, that's what happened to me when I was like 21. It was sick.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I don't want to sound like that. It was sick.
That's what happened to me.
That's what happened to me. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, it was dope. Yeah. Dude, did I ever tell you about that hot, there was like this sexy ass lady who used to go to this coffee shop I went to all the time. And then she saw me do an open mic there once. And she pulled me aside and she was like this 50-year-old like Puerto Rican woman who was like so fine. And
sounds great.
She always wore like fucking yoga pants and shit. You know, she was always wearing like athletic wear.
Yeah.
But she was like thick as hell and like wore glasses and she was like 50. I was like, dude, I love you. I'm in love with you. And then she pulled me aside once. She was like, you're like so funny. Like, I really like you're like smart and stuff. I can tell you're like really smart. And I was like, yeah, I'm really smart. I'm like super smart and stuff. And then, because I had this old stupid joke about my resume, and she was like, if you ever want to like help with your resume, I can help you with your resume. I was like, wait, really? She was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, look, what's your phone number? She goes, just take my email. And I was like, your email? What the hell? I was like, okay, I'll take your email. And so then I emailed her.
Esmeralda at santodomingo.gov.
Yeah, literally, dude. It was like Vanessa Cruz at yahoo.com. And I fucking emailed her, and she never emailed me back.
Wow. That's fucked up.
And then I started seeing less and less of her.
Yeah, damn.
Fucking sucked. And then one time I went on a date with a Puerto Rican single mother.
Sick.
Who I couldn't tell was like, I was like 22. She looked like maybe a little older than me, but she was like 32 with like a kid, and she didn't speak great English, but she was like super cute, and I like got her number and like asked her out and stuff, and it was dope. And then she like texted me like, my baby, I just can't. And I was like, no.
That would have got me going. Just the fact that she said she couldn't because she had a child to take care of.
Fucking
That alone, I would have ridden off that for. Oh, it's so hot. She has a child.
No, she like I took her out one time. Like we got dinner, and then she like parked closer than me. I was like, I had to park far, and she like drove me to my car, and I was like, yeah, if you want to ever do this again. She goes, I just don't know. I don't know. I was like, okay, whatever. And she was like, goodbye, and I was about to leave, and then she like grabbed me and kissed me on the cheek and said, goodbye, my beauty.
Oh, this is awesome, dude. This rules.
So sick. Never talked to her again.
Do you think Florida's got better looking ladies in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough. It's not looking great.
It's a different kind of babe here that's like whitertons.
I know, man.
It's really white. I think that's honestly the worst babe problem is the whiteness.
How white the babes are?
It's a number one problem. No, it's all white babes.
Yeah,
only babes are white, so there's like no babe variety.
In Florida, you get sexy Puerto Rican chicks, and in New York, obviously.
Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you get
everyone.
New York smashes all these places for hot chicks. That's a problem with Boston. Is there's too many whitertons.
I was gonna say Boston's very white.
Boston is a blonde chick in a leather jacket and boring jeans.
Well,
and like
if you're into Indians and Asians,
yeah,
you go to Harvard Square.
There's a lot. Yeah,
that's all that's there.
There's a lot of Chiners.
A lot of those in Indianas.
Yeah,
Indianas and Chiners are just thick. I mean, it was like full on Indians.
Yes.
Like Indians. Like I went to the pizza place around there. I went to Joe's. It's like a Joe's. They have like a Williamsburg. You know what I mean? The one that's in like the Lower East Side in Williamsburg, or not Lower East Side. It's like Union Square, whatever. But they have a Joe's there. Like they just have a Boston location.
Crazy.
And it was like an Indian wedding party of like young people. They were all dressed to the nines. You know?
Yeah.
With the full get-ups. And it was just chock full of them. It's like 30 Indians eating pizza in like a tiny pizza shop. It's like, okay.
Yeah, New York's getting more Indian and Asian too.
Everywhere is, dude. They're like crushing it. They're crushing.
Yeah.
They make more money than anyone, I think. Indians, on average.
I think Nigerians are up there.
They're pretty good.
Nigerians are up there.
I don't know. Maybe this is a wrong stereotype, but every Nigerian I've met is like wicked smart.
Yeah.
They're like crazy smart.
No, it's
maybe
not
it's the
wrong.
same effect as like India and China. Like that's who's coming over here.
I dated a Nigerian girl, and her parents
They're like professors.
They were conservative Christian rich people.
Yeah.
They were rich conservative Christians. They didn't like American black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met a Nigerian guy who owns some massive business in Orlando. He's like a millionaire.
Yeah, I was talking to the black dudes in the green room in Houston.
Yeah.
A lot of black comics in Houston. They all crush. A lot of black audience members.
Have you seen Ali Siddiq?
He's incredible.
He's might be the best comedian ever.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like I'm in honest. Like
He's
just
incredible.
in terms of like quality and output.
Yeah.
He might be the best ever.
Yeah, he's
ridiculous.
He's ridiculous.
I mean, like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, he's
And he's a Houston guy.
so talented.
He's unbelievable.
I mean, just like stage presence, the bits.
The bits,
the
he'll
amount
do
of
these like
them.
9-minute bits with like 5 characters in them. That's this like earnest story about his life that on paper that seems like it could be some kind of theatrical crap, you
Yeah.
know, but it's like, no, it's like punchier and funnier than anything I've ever done.
Yeah, he's incredible.
I'm like crying laughing at this like 10-minute story.
Yeah, he's
it's
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
He's one of the best.
He's legit. I think he's massively underrated.
Yeah,
He should be like up there with like GOAT status shit. He's
for
great.
sure. I wonder why he's not.
That's because he lives in Houston.
I guess so.
He just lives in Houston and puts
much-
out like an hour every 6 months. He's
And
crazy.
he sells a ton of tickets.
Okay, good.
No, he's crushing it that way.
That's good.
But like Netflix won't give him a special.
Crazy.
They found a way. Those like platforms. I'm like, do you know how many funny black people there are?
yeah.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
And you found the 9 unfunny ones. How did you do that? It's almost impressive.
Yeah.
You found the 8 least funny black people that have ever existed in this country. I've worked with 40 guys funnier than these.
Yeah.
Like, and a guy like that, I'm like, what's there
There's
to
some.
not?
There's good ones on there.
No, there are.
Earthquake.
Yeah. There's some stinkers, though.
Yeah.
I just don't, like a guy like Ali Siddiq, it's like, you should be, let's
He
say,
should be like a household name.
you should be dying to platform him.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just awesome.
He's an ultra charismatic, funny black guy that can do comedy for like tons of different demographics too.
Yeah.
Like he's also broad in
He'll
terms of his appeal.
Dude, he can crush for white people the way he crushes for hood black people the exact same.
Exactly.
Because
It's-
he's so, I don't know.
It's
It's
also
like,
like storyteller. I feel like storytellers
Yeah.
get huge.
and I hate the term, but it is a proper term, is like vulnerability in a way that is the best part of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Where it's just magnetically interesting.
Yeah.
And it's about like his real fucking crazy ass upbringing.
It's also
The
vulnerability.
stuff
that-
about his dad is so fucking funny.
it also lacks self-indulgence,
Yes.
which is nice. He's vulnerable, but not self. A lot of
Yes.
guys think they're being vulnerable, and
When
it's
they're
like,
really
you're
just
being
it's
masturbatory.
masturbatory. Yeah, where it's not. Yeah, it's just he's just the greatest.
Yeah, he rules.
Yeah, shouts out Ali Siddiq.
Shouts out to Ali Siddiq.
Weekly recommendation of the week. If you don't know Ali
Yeah.
Siddiq, you sleep.
He's a supreme gentleman.
He's a supreme gentleman, dude. He's a killer.
You
dude.
should have him on the pod. That'd be great.
I mean, it'd be amazing. I mean, I'd nerd out. He's the best.
yeah.
I'd get actually really nervous.
If Ali Siddiq came on,
100% I'd get so nervous. I'd get very nervous. I just have so much respect for what he does.
yeah,
And it's just like it's tough too, because like a lot of people like I don't know, like I was riffing the other night, and all this stuff was like very vulnerable and like very personal, and so that's like kind of not always what I'm doing
yeah,
on stage. I'm usually more just like taking the piss at something. It's kind of
Yeah.
like my go-to move. Is kind of being like making something maybe more serious, making it silly, and it's kind of outside of me or something. But I was just talking about how I have sex with my girlfriend, and like just the joke, the thing I riffed about was like what she sees.
yeah.
I tried to look at. You ever try to look in the mirror? Like
Yeah.
I like crawled over like this on the on the sink, just to see what she sees, and it's just these 3 drooping points. So I had this thing about the 3 shitty points of my 2 tits and my gut and all this stuff like that. And I was like, I don't normally do stuff like this. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Because it was self-deprecating too, which I don't normally do either.
No?
Not really.
I guess you don't.
No. That's what always bothered me. It always kind of used to piss me off because people are like, you got to start with something about yourself that's self-deprecating. I'm like, I have no jokes like that.
Yeah.
I just don't do that. I don't do that. You know?
I feel like I'm more self-deprecating now than I ever was.
Yeah, it's probably the move. I mean, I don't know. It's just not what I think about.
Yeah.
The last joke I wrote was about like sports gambling.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of outside of myself, and I'm making fun of like the bro dude who's addicted to sports gambling.
Yeah.
Because I think like that was the thing we were talking about it on the Supreme Gentleman $10 tier. Check it out. Just how crazy it's gotten, and I was just thinking about it all day. And so I thought the bit is just an infomercial for gambling addicts in 10 years. And just the frat fucking dorks who are going to be on there.
That's hilarious.
And they're like, dude, I fucking lost my fucking house and shit. Like, it's fucking gay. It's gay as hell because Patrick Mahomes is fucking, he's a pussy. So I just do that for as long as I can.
That's great.
That's the whole bit. But like that's the normal style of comedy. But it's like maybe I should fucking talk about my own shit, but I don't know. I just don't draw from that really that much.
Like your own shortcomings?
Shortcomings or just life or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all my jokes, if you think about them, are like they're like observational more.
Yeah.
They're more observational. And it's just a way of like getting into a character or getting into like a shtick, you know?
Yeah. The last time I opened for Tim, he told me he was like, you should talk about yourself more.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Probably.
It should be a mix.
Yeah. I think it's just a balancing act.
I got really into the topical thing once I learned how to write those bits.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, then I kind of got bored with it.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I get bored. I get very easily bored.
I'll get bored of a bit in like 3 to 6 months.
I had some crowd work things where I was like, man, this is going great this weekend. And I was like, I guess. I used to do so much crowd work.
Yeah.
And I just got really bored with it.
Yeah,
again.
I agree.
But then I was like, oh, I'm good at it. I guess I should do it more. I don't
Right.
like. It's hard for me to be like, other than a new bit I'm into, it's hard for me to like plan on doing. Yeah, show interest in it.
I mean, do you ever have like? I mean, I've done that a lot with crowd work specifically, where I can be doing some funny thing with crowd work, and it's going well, but in the back of my head, I'm like, it's like boring. Like, there's a part of like literally the back of my head that's going, all right, let's stop doing this. Like,
yeah,
I'm over this. You know.
It has to be top tier slaughtering for me to be really into it.
Yeah. It has to be top tier slaughtering, or the person has to be saying something insane.
Yeah, I only like it if it happens organically. I used to dive into it.
Right.
And now I'll only do that if the set's kind of going poorly.
Yeah.
I'll just like gotta
parachute.
switch it up.
Yeah.
Make it a little more like, you know.
Bring them back in.
Yeah, so it doesn't feel like a fucking lecture.
Yeah, of course.
But like.
That's what, the Bargatze thing I always think about.
What?
Him bombing is a mean speech. I'm like, I completely relate to that. When I bomb, it just sounds like a mean speech. It's just like me vaguely shitting on stuff and being like, dun, 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 dun. And people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Relax.
This guy's a jerk.
This guy hates everything.
He's not enjoying himself.
Yeah, he seems to be bothered constantly. What a curmudgeon. Can't imagine being him. It would suck.
Dude, I went to the bookstore today.
Yeah?
Killer 1-2 punch for books.
What do you got?
The new Ta-Nehisi Coates book.
What is that?
Ta-Nehisi Coates has a book called The Message.
Okay.
But he went to Palestine for like 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Quick read.
Yeah.
So it's a Ta-Nehisi Coates, like very pro-Palestine book, and hillbilly elegy.
Nice.
So J.D. Vance and Ta-Nehisi Coates, just a killer 1-2 punch.
Interesting. Yeah, that is very your taste in books.
Yes.
Kind of nonfiction.
Hillbilly elegy. Yeah, I guess hillbilly elegy is technically nonfiction.
It's not fiction. It's his memoir.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. It's just when I think of nonfiction, because I've read some more snoozerific nonfiction.
Yeah,
books.
Of course.
It's not. It doesn't seem snoozerific,
right?
And I don't mind a
history
snoozy
essays.
I don't mind a snoozy nonfiction book. I can get into it.
Yeah, it depends on what it is, I guess. I don't know. I'm reading a snoozy nonfiction. I just started it. It's called "Amusing Ourselves to Death."
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm reading that now.
I feel like I don't have the energy to like dive deep into like because I want to read Cormac as you and other people tell me.
I mean, dude, read All the Pretty Horses. It's just a good novel. It's an easy read.
Yeah,
All the Pretty Horses is great.
I just feel okay.
Blood Meridian's like impossible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not impossible, but I felt like a dumbass reading, and I had to reread so much, and then I just totally missed stuff. It just totally didn't come in.
Do you think that there are any people that want to like Blood Meridian more than they actually enjoy it?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's an easy one to do that with.
It feels like
it's
that.
like Blood
Infinite
Meridian,
Jest.
Infinite Jest, like Ulysses by James Joyce.
Yeah.
Like classics that are hard and known to be hard.
Yeah.
Is going to be like the jerk-off ones.
That's what's fun about Hemingway.
Hemingway's like The Dog Ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, Hemingway's easy as hell.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll do All the Pretty Horses.
Bukowski's kind of similarly easy.
Bukowski's my guy.
Yeah.
I love him.
Ham on Rye is like,
It's one of
there are pimples and they sucked, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I bet it probably sucked.
Ham on Rye is like one of my favorite books.
So funny.
It's unreal, man.
It's one of the funniest books I've ever read.
He's hysterical.
Him talking about jerking off to his teacher across the
Yeah.
street, or the retarded kid jerking off in class. So funny.
My mom loves women.
Oh, I've never read Women.
It's just about him being a philanderer.
Yeah, I know. It's about him just getting crazy pussy and hating women.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah. Do you remember the part where he rapes in Ham on Rye?
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Crazy.
I remember being like, why is he raping?
I like the post office. Post office is good.
Oh, no, it's in Post Office he rapes. He might rape in Ham on Rye, too. I don't know, but he rapes in Post Office.
I read these when I was 18, so it's been a while.
I read Ham on Rye more recently.
I told you I read them when I was a toll booth operator.
Oh, so funny.
I would just sit in the toll booth and read Bukowski.
So funny.
Just stewing.
Yeah, you'd be fuming angry.
Just stewing.
Dude, that sucks.
Just livid. I was
terrible.
Myself.
Yeah.
I was just in a hot glass box.
Oh my god.
Reading rape tales.
So funny. Yeah, no, he's a postman, and he has like this older woman who's always like, "You're looking at me like you want to see me under my robe," like being like being like a creepy old woman that way. And he's like, "I'm looking at you. I'll show you looking at you." And then he like details like fucking having his way with her. And
Yeah,
you're like, bro, ew,
dude. I feel like there were like, how am I trying to say? Guys that would tell like dirtbaggy stories. If you go far back enough, it's just rape.
a lot of them.
A lot of them are rape.
Yeah.
When you're like, yeah, man, I was like a party animal scumbag. Like now that story would be like, we were doing coke off of the bar top.
Yeah,
That's
no, we're crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Animal House?
I fucked this fat. Yeah.
There's like a half a rape scene in it.
Yeah, there is.
In Revenge of the Nerds, there's a full-on rape gag.
Yeah.
Do you remember that part?
No, I haven't seen Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds, there's a portion where...
I love Animal House.
Yeah, Animal House is great.
Which is the rape scene in Animal House?
It's where there's like a girl who works at the grocery store, and she like passes out.
Yes.
And yeah.
Yeah, and the kind of shy dorky guy is just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Where he like takes her bra off or something. It's like weird.
Yes.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah, he's undressing a passed out woman.
Undressing a passed out woman is what I remember. Because I remember she gets her down
the
to
dorky kid who gets stoned with Donald
and
Sutherland.
I think what happens is he gets her down to her bra and then takes out like padding in her bra. She was like padding her bra, and then he stops. Is I think what happens.
Yeah,
but I just remember him undressing her and she's passed out drunk, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
There's that, and then there's in Revenge of the Nerds. There's a scene where a woman, like a sorority chick, is having sex with her like fraternity boyfriend, and then like one of the nerds like drags him and like beats him up or something, and it's in the dark, and then he just starts fucking her like in the cool guy's place, and then she turns on the light because it doesn't feel like him, and she's like, ah! And you're like, and it's like, haha, nerds of revenge,
nerd rape.
Revenge of the Nerds is that could be a euphemism for.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, yeah, that's not funny.
Yeah.
It's not really funny to do that.
Revenge of the Nerds. It's
This is a term for rape.
It's like a biopic on a UCB scandal.
100%, dude. It's like all the MIT kids walk on over to to some sorority house.
We were talking. I think we talked about it with Lemaire and Nate about like the rapist in movies is always like a frat bro guy, and I'm like, you got to get more
freaks.
dorks.
Yeah, you got to get like
rapists.
the Elliot Rodgers of the world.
Yeah, dork rape.
Yeah,
Dork rape is prevalent.
Yeah,
it's common.
Yeah, I think so. A swimmer. I guess that's kind of a jockier guy.
It's the gayest jock, though.
That is the gayest jock.
Yeah.
Swimmer's body. Very elegant.
Yeah. Kind of feminine.
Kind of effeminate.
So good looking.
The way he glides through the water.
Yeah.
Like a bird. Like a penguin. Yeah.
I got to, I think I got to run.
Okay,
I got to
cool.
go do
Yeah. Sorry.
No. This is great, dude. What if we said that about our podcast? Yeah. This is great, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it again sometime.
Let's do it again sometime. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Did you guys enjoy?
Did you guys enjoy yourselves?
Love you, boys. We'll
Love
see
you,
over
boys.
on the Patreon.
See you on the Patreon.
Bonus epis.
Bonus epis. Love you. Bye-bye.